Welcome to day 2 of the modified Pack Expo Connects trade show. As you know, yesterday there were some technical difficulties. Those are persisting through today, so we're kind of going with plan B. So we're doing a YouTube stream. Hopefully you're on it. And if you do, please enter your questions if you have any in the chat stream on YouTube Live, and we'll do our best to answer those questions. Otherwise, you can jump over to our Connects, Pack Expo Connect site after this and engage with one of our regional sales managers on the chat cards. So today we're going to be talking about auto-load cartoning solutions that exceed your expectations. ADCO offers several horizontal auto-load cartoner solutions at a variety of price points to meet your specific packaging requirements. So big question is, why horizontal auto-load? There's basically two forms of loading cartons into loading your product into horizontal cartons. One is hand load, which we talked about yesterday. The other is auto-load. Auto-load is great for rigid, singular, or stacked product that can be in a particular orientation. It does not do well with random or loose fill type products. Generally with horizontal auto-load, there are two forms of getting the product into the in-feed conveyor. One is by hand load, where you have a series of operators placing product. That's great for like multi-count or multi-flavor scenarios where product handling system may be very expensive. The other solution is a fully automatic in-feed. This particular machine behind me has a robotic product handling system. We also offer a series of smart belt indexers, gravity indexers, timing screws to get your product from your supply conveyor automatically into our in-feed conveyor. Horizontal auto-load cartoners, they come in two varieties. One is intermittent motion, the other is continuous motion. Intermittent motion cartoners tend to be smaller. They have a more compact footprint, but they are a lot slower. Generally, the most they can cycle is anywhere from 5 to 30, maybe 40 cartons a minute. Whereas a continuous motion machine, we've run them in some applications up to 1,000 cartons a minute. But generally, the speed limits for horizontal cartoners, for the food products that we're running, the speed limits are around 200, 225 cartons per minute. The auto-load cartoners, when it comes to size range, it's dependent upon what we call the flight centers of the machine. Does it have 3-inch centers, 6-inch centers, 9, 12, or 15-inch centers? And that's the spacing of the lug chains that carry the cartons through the machines. The shorter the spacing, the faster the linear speed that the machine can run. So if I need to run 200 cartons a minute at 6-inch spacing, that's only 100 feet per minute. But if I'm running 200 cartons a minute at 12-inch spacing, that's 200 feet per minute. So it's a very fast linear speed. So one of our goals always with the automatic product handling and product loading is to get the line speed as slow as possible. So we'll always be evaluating your carton sizes and try to get them into the shortest flight center possible in order to slow the machine speed, that linear speed, down as much as possible. Then additionally, when it comes to changeover on these machines, the horizontal auto-load cartoners, they have a range from fully manual changeover, and then a machine like this, the SDBC, is capable of a fully automatic changeover, where I'm going to say 90% of the adjustments are automatic, and the final 10% involving change parts and whatnot are going to be manual. So right now we're going to watch a demonstration of the machine behind us. I'm going to walk you through how it works and how the product is handled and how we load it into the carton. So let's watch a demo. Come on. So in this situation, the product is coming to us in a single lane. Normally it's coming off of a filler, but our ADCO personnel are hand loading the product into the in-feed conveyor. We have a 1 to 2 lane diverter that positively drives the product across the transfer gap, and then we're switching between the 1 to 2 lanes to balance the product flow into our product supply. Now this product's very unique in that it's very pliable. It's not a rigid product, so we have to very positively handle the product in any transitions. That's why the 1 to 2 lane diverter uses a pinch belt system to squeeze the product and push it across that gap. In the product handling area, we've elected to use an LR-Mate 200 ID robot to pick and place the product. Transfer it from the 2-lane supply conveyor, rotate it 90 degrees, and place it into our in-feed buckets. This machine's capable of running 4, 6, and 8 packs. Previous versions of these machines had a pneumatic gate and release side transfer system that proved very reliable. However, when it came to this particular product, at the beginning of the shift and the end of a shift, it would grow. And that product growth did not work well with that style of indexing system. So we had to come up with an alternate solution that was forgivable throughout the whole day as the product grew or shrank. So we came up with this robotic product handling system to automatically pick and place the product into our in-feed buckets. Another unique feature of this machine is the Carton Feeder. Normally the carton feeders on these machines are on the opposite side. However, this particular customer wanted what we call the non-load side of the machine to be the operator side. And they wanted it to have as much access as possible for their operator. So they asked us to move the feeder to this side of the machine. And that's a feature we could easily accommodate because this is a multi-axis servo-powered machine. So essentially what we did is we remounted the feeder, changed the orientation of a few parts, and now we gave the customer full access on the non-load side of the machine. It's hard to see here, but this machine is equipped with our Orbital pre-brake carton feeder. So we're picking and pre-braking every single carton to make sure that it erects positively. This machine is also equipped with what we call fixed size sliding buckets, so the buckets will slide over to the carton to minimize any product transfers and chances for product jamming during the loading sequence. Once the product is loaded into the carton, we tuck and close the minor flaps, and then we apply glue to the flaps and close and seal the cartons and discharge them by side discharge belts. Now these are extra tall cartons, so in that situation we'll use what we call as an overhead squaring chain to push along the top side of the carton to help make sure that it seals squarely prior to discharging the machine. Now this machine is built in our full washdown construction. The customer has opted for Lexan guards. They felt for their environment they did not need the perforated hex mesh guarding upgrade that we normally offer. So that's it for the tour of the SSDBC, running these Tetra bottles. I'm going to shout over to Lawrence to see if there are any questions from the room. Lawrence.
So I have a few questions. The first one was, how fast is the machine running?
So the question is, how fast is this machine running? This machine will run up to 45 cartons per minute. But that's based on the product supply rate. What's one thing when our sales engineering team is working with our customers, we'll always ask, what's your product supply rate? And that's especially critical when we have multi-count products going into a carton. Am I going to have 4 products going in, 6, 8? Is that all, or are they going to run multiple sizes with that? That's going to determine the output speed of the carton. So we ask, what is the input speed? What's the count? And that will then determine the output speed of the cartoner. You have anything else, Lawrence?
Yep, so what's the tallest carton this machine can handle?
So what's the tallest carton the machine can handle? We have been quoting these for the new slimline cans, which are about 6 1/4, 6.5 inches tall. This particular machine, as is right now, is running a 5.5 inch tall carton. All the dimensions, okay. So again, as we mentioned earlier, the dimensions are going to vary based on the carton flight centers. So if I'm running 6 inches carton, 6-inch long centers, the longest carton I can run is 3.5. If I'm running a 12-inch center carton, 12-inch center flights, the longest carton I can run is 9.5 inches. So that's all dependent, and the depth is generally anywhere from 4 to 12 inches, although we do offer machines that run a much smaller size range and machines that run a larger size range. Anything else?
Yep, Tyler has a question. Can you run bag-and-box applications, more specifically cake in the box?
Yes, we can. Yeah, so the question is, can we run bag-in-the-box applications? And horizontal cartoners are great for bag-in-the-box. When we do bag-in-the-box, we have a couple of product handling systems, generally drop gate indexers that will drop the bags into the in-feed conveyor. And then we'll equip the machine with a traveling overhead confiner that comes over it's basically like a fourth wall that comes over the top of the product in the load area. So the product is fully confined on the bottom, sides, and top as we insert the bag into the carton.
What rates do you typically see on that type of application?
So the question is, what rates would you see on that type of application? Generally, it's up to the customer and what they can supply to us. We're doing a bag-and-box application over there that is running up to 200 bags per carton per minute. And that's all dependent upon the product supply, your bagger speed, how many baggers you're going to run, and then the product handling to go into that in-feed conveyor. But we've successfully run 200 bags a minute, multiple applications. So that's it. No more questions for today. So real quick, I want to let you know what's going to happen. So we're going to take this video that recorded here today, and then we're going to add on some pre-recorded machine overview segments that we did previously. We're going to record that on to this video here, and then we're going to post that on our Pack Expo Connect site later today. It's kind of strange, but because of this, we'll call it technology shift that we had today, we can really only go live. So we're going to do the live portion now, and then we're going to splice in the pre-recorded machine demos after this. So that should hopefully be going live on the site later this afternoon. So we invite you to come back and watch those video segments later while you learn more about bag-and-box, our traveling overhead confiners, intermittent motion, continuous motion. So it's a lot of exciting machinery opportunities in the world of horizontal autoload carting. So this first segment shows our 15 DBC autoload cartoner. The 15 DBC is our entry-level continuous motion cartoner. It's our most affordable machine in the range, but it's also one of our most versatile. The machine standard is with 12-inch centers, but we can expand that up to 15-inch centers, which allows us to run 12-inch square pizza boxes. Additionally, we can run up to 3-4-inch carton widths on the machine, and it handles a 4 to 12-inch depth. The 15 DBC is based off of its parent machine, the 15 D105. So it features a bolt-together construction. It has the feed options for an Orbital pre-brake feeder, 4, 6, and we've even added the ergonomic magazines to the machines. Please enjoy the video clips and let us know if you've got any questions. Thank you. This 15 DBC is equipped with our Orbital pre-brake carton feeder, which is great for running these long cartons. In this application, we're running protein bars, side loading into a long end load carton that's equipped with a tearaway display panel. The 15 DBC barrel cam is great for loading a variety of products, and we also feature Nordson Probe glue system with side discharge belts. This application, a smart belt, is loading trays of frozen food into our in-feed conveyor, and we're running up to 120 cartons a minute with a 3-head carton feeder. The machine's equipped with no product, no carton pick technology, which is why you see the empty pockets. We're also using Nordson glue system. This particular machine here is equipped with a gable top closing features for the special peaked cartons. We also ran conventional cartons with change parts on this machine.
This particular machine is running trays of loose yogurt cups into end load cartons. The customer previously purchased a hand load machine to get into the market quick, but this machine was their long-term production solution.
The Jet BC is the latest addition to our horizontal auto-load cartoning range. The Jet is our new compact auto-load cartoner. The machine frame is about 10.5 feet long. It features a fully welded construction. The cool thing about this machine is it can start life as the Jet 60 hand load machine, and then we can easily adapt in the auto-load barrel cam and in-feed conveyor in the field to make the Jet BC machine. However, in most cases, the machine is sold as one piece as the Jet BC machine. The machine can be equipped with fixed-size sliding buckets, Orbital pre-brake carton feeder, and most importantly, it can have the traveling overhead confiner, as you'll see in some of these upcoming video clips.
This Jet BC used a star wheel indexer to transfer spools of fishing line into our in-feed conveyor. This machine was unique in that it ran clear plastic cartons with glue on one end and tablock tuck flaps with a header panel on the other end. Next application ran single, double, triple, and 4 packs of moisture absorbing pads. You notice the machine is painted white. That's because the moisture absorbing pads would react with stainless steel, so the customer needed a special epoxy coated paint on all surfaces. This machine's equipped with our traveling overhead confiner and oversized with modifications. Next application, we're running cartridges of ant bait into end load cartons that were tablock tuck closed. This application was running dryer sheets. The machine is equipped with fixed size sliding buckets and a traveling overhead confiner to minimize transfer and catch points from the carton to product. This application is running bag and box, also with a traveling overhead confiner.
The SDBC is our top of the line horizontal auto load cartoner. It's a multi-axis servo powered machine featuring a fully welded sanitary construction. Metric can handle carton center ranges from 6, 12, and 15-inch centers. Its machine's also available in a shorter variant called the SSDBC that can run 6 and 9-inch centers. The machine as standard includes our fully adjustable buckets, but we can put on fixed size sliding buckets, traveling overhead confiner, multiple closing options. It's standard with the Orbital pre-brake feeder and our ergonomic carton magazine. Enjoy these clips.
The servo-powered SDBC is our most versatile horizontal continuous motion cartoner. The machine can run speeds from 10 to 250 cartons per minute with a broad range of carton sizes. This machine here is running fixed size sliding buckets with a traveling overhead confiner to seal cartons with bacon in them. This application used multiple robots to pick and place pouches of feminine care wipes into our sliding in-feed buckets that were then loaded into tablet tuck cartons that were also glue sealed for tamper evidence. This application was running large carton sizes of multiple pouches of taquitos, includes washdown construction, our traveling overhead confiner, and oversized carton width mods. This application running trays of frozen food up to speeds of 240 cartons per minute on 12-inch centers. It's a very high-speed application. This application, we ran single, double, triple, and 4-count stacks of frozen pizzas into end load cartons.
Our final machinery solution is what we call the IAL. These are intermittent motion auto load cartoners. These machines are unique in that they stop and start. They don't run continuously. So they're limited in speed to anywhere from 15 to 40 cartons a minute, depending on the product they're handling and indexing. And oftentimes they involve a very custom or specialized product handling solution based on the particular product. The great thing about these IAL machines is they're generally 4 to 6 feet smaller than a continuous motion machine. So if space is an issue for you and speed is not a top priority, an intermittent motion cartoner can be a good solution for you. Enjoy these clips.
Intermittent motion autoloaders are great in that they allow a lot of variety for product handling. In this case, we're loading 4 individual spark plug cartons into a master carton. The machine is also capable of running a 2-layer 8-pack of plugs. This customer required us to run 4 1-pound bricks of butter into end load cartons. The system used a special downstacker and star wheel transfer system with a servo powered loader to insert the butter into very special thin wall paperboard cartons. This application ran special cell phone cases that required a special clip to be inserted on the inside prior to the product trays being loaded. Carton was unique in that it only had flaps on one side.
Thank you again for coming today. We appreciate your time, and please head over to the chat room on the Pack Expo Connects and engage with one of our sales managers. Thank you very much.